start with a warm-up. And for those who have been following, you know I have a little talk to kind of explain what's going on, since these are live streams. So this is a live stream of my advanced Black Sash class. And we started the live stream about 5 months into what we've been working on. So this video live stream, whenever you're watching this, distant in the future or live today, switch, you should know that it's not intended as an introduction to anything. You can leave it unlocked.
Yes.
That good. We will be reviewing the Xinjia Erlu, and I have some good things to go over with you on it. And we'll also be reviewing the Chen fan form, the 24 fan form, which we're almost done learning the sequence to, but we will kind of drill down on the whole routine as we go along with some reminders, and also review after the snake creeps down, which is what we call it in Yang style, but after what we call the dragon on the ground. It's like a dragon, like a mythical creature dragon, but it also kind of looks like you're dragging on the ground. That's how I think of it. All right, inside, we're doing about 10 of each of these for those that are wondering. And I can see from my indications on my cameras that there are people, one or more, watching on the Nest Cam. So if you're on the Nest Cam, I suggest migrating over to the YouTube as soon as you can. I think we've worked out most of the glitches with it. And YouTube will have a better picture. We'll keep having better sound from things I'm working on. And it will end up exclusively using the YouTube at a certain point in time. And switch. If you are a beginner and you're watching this for some reason, or you're pretty new to Tai Chi or Kung Fu, I have lots and lots of videos on the YouTube that I had already made before live streaming that introduce you to the various aspects of Tai Chi and Kung Fu in a very step-by-step way, with tips to prevent common mistakes that we make as beginners. All right, left foot forward, right foot back. Thank you, those of you that have sent me messages or videos. It makes this much more enjoyable for us doing these classes here all by ourselves. It is teaching to a big empty room. And teaching Tai Chi and Kung Fu is such an interactive thing. We really key off of you as students and what you're doing and how you're doing and what we see in classes. So getting some feedback and questions is very helpful. It provides a lot of focus and purpose, at least for me as an instructor. And switch. I've been told that where I'm standing is the best place to be for the YouTube camera. transaging. Feedback is appreciated for where we're standing, so I've moved up to this square once I was told that I am viewed better here than on the one behind me. We're getting good at getting the playlists up pretty quickly, so if you're able to access the playlists, you can go back to the very first live stream we did all the way up to today's. And today's will be up as soon as tonight or tomorrow. And switch. One more. All right. Tendon lengthening, marrow washing, chi soothing method. Yin-yang balancing, chi mobilizing method. Inhale, hold the breath, exhale. Inhale, hold the breath, exhale. Couple more. And release. Circle my hands up. Push the palms down. All right. Any other stretches that you need? And I think today what we'll do is let's look at the last few movements of the Xinjia Erlu, you know, just to help review so that I'm gonna still guess that those are the ones that you would ask me about. If I said, hey, what do you need to work on? You'd be like, oh, could we work on the last part? So let's look at that, and then we'll run the form from the top. On both instances, let me think about this for a second. No, I'll wait for that comment till we go from the top. Okay, so let's just look at the ending. And we're just gonna do the wrap crackers up to the dragon on the ground. So we ended in a punch, and we ended in a punch where you're mostly facing away from the screen there. So we were on a punch here, right? And then, you got it? Okay, so we're kind of, okay. So you're gonna sink and cross, and then open up for wrap crackers. You wanna think about the wrap crackers as like a 1-2 punch to the nose, That'll give you some focus for the target. But it happens so fast, 1-2, that it'll end up being just a microsecond difference, so it will essentially be the same time. So we've done our punch. Now we're gonna do 6 wrap crackers, sink down and explode open, turn around, right, left, and step, and right, left, cross the left over the right, do a reverse sweep. It's kind of a reverse sweep, it's really just turning around. Sink, and wrap cracker 4, and then wrap cracker 5, backs to me, wrap cracker 6. Now we're gonna push away with the right and punch with the left, and we're gonna go left, right. Did you follow that? Try that again. You've done your last wrap cracker, you're pushing off with your right foot, and turning to the right, and as you do it, the left one punches, and then the right one punches right after the left. Lots of left and rights. Anyways, it's gonna go left, right. Then the left hand shoots down and opens. The right hand is by the left shoulder. You're gonna pick up the right foot. It's really a jump, but we'll pick it up for now. Right, left, and then you're slant flying with bodging. Then you're circling the left hand in, bringing the left foot along, circling it out, and jumping. Right, left, punch downward. The next one isn't a jump, it's just a ball change, as we like to call it. The right foot's gonna pick up, you're gonna turn to your right, look over your right shoulder, that'll help you see me better. Don't look over the left one. Look over the right shoulder, pick up the right foot, chamber up the right, right, left, and punch. If you did this correctly, your left foot's a little bit further away from your screen than your right. The next move after that punch is I call it cheat, but it's not really cheating. It just means you're doing it a little bit. The right foot cheats back to be in line with the left, and then we do that stretchy toffee thing here. We look to the right, and then we sink down, flip the left hand palm up, even though it's in a fist, and sink. Then we're going to bring the foot in, and then we have a jumpy thingy with the palm strike, which we haven't covered yet. Again, or from the top? Again, okay. Let's do it again. We'll do it one more time, and then we'll go from the top. And then when we go from the top, I have some advice that's going to help us throughout this whole form, but the advice is really meant for the fan form because it's advice for any form. Yeah, basics. But it will help your form feel better. Okay, so from the punch, again, if you're facing your screen, turn away from your screen to the right, and then turn a little bit more so you're towards the diagonally facing away from your screen. Right foot, left foot, chamber on the right, and we're shifting and punch. Now our first wrap cracker, cross and open. Switch it up, right, left, and right, left. These are all done super fast, but not rushed. And number 5, and number 6. And then here is that push off at the right, and left, right punch. And step, step. back up, and punch. Cheek back, stretch, look right, drop, look left. Bring the left foot in, and jump around, do a palm strike, and some other stuff, okay? Like I said, we're about, I said 3/4. You know, we have a bit left, maybe a third to 1/4 to a third left in that form. Whereas when we get to the fan form today, it's like 1/10 left. There's hardly anything left. We're essentially leading up to the Buddha stamp and the bow out, okay? I know Chen, it seems like a lot of moves for one move, well, for one name for one move. So. All right, so find your spot where you're gonna stand to go through the entire Erlu form. Think about your space. Make sure your pets are put away. Okay? Take a couple deep breaths. Again, this is not a full speed thing. We're still going to walk through it. I know some of you that are watching were not with us for those 5 months, but are qualified to learn this routine. Begin. The hands come up above the shoulders. When they come down, they don't quite make it all the way down. And then you turn. Then you turn. The right knee stays bent. Sink, step. Left palm is up. Left hand's behind the left shoulder, right hand's in front of it. Make sure your fingers are together on your beak. Now make fists. Left palm is down, right palm is up, but they're fists. Step, step, circle, and runk. Hop again and pull. And hop again. Hop and drop. And turn, left, right. And then open. Left comes in. Right comes in. Left comes in. Fajing. Cat stance. Hold there, hold there, hold there. Cat stance. This happens fast, we're doing it slowly. Right hand, right knee. And switch. Right, left. Left foot steps towards, well, depends on how you look at it, the left of your screen, that way. Oblique comes down. Oblique opens up. Oblique continues down. And then turn right. Pivot right. Touch. And Fajing explosion. Big one. Keep the left foot where it is. Circle the right hand back. That's the right foot. Left foot pivots. Keep circling. Bring it in. Bring it down. And up. And down. And then drop immediately. Circle and X. Now to help you learn this next movement, I've been saying wipe your eyebrow. Like wipe your face. It doesn't really do that. But that's the motion. It circles clockwise as if it was going to come up and wipe your brow. So, let's do that again here. Okay, now circle here. Now circle here, and then back to here, and then twist, 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 hit. Now some slant flying type movements with the fist. This is also done fast, but for now we're still doing it slowly. Right, left. Open the hands, right, left, and slicing in again, turning, elbowing. Stay there, stay there. Look over your right shoulder to follow. Look over your right shoulder. And cross behind. And now jump and turn. Left, right. Left knee comes up. Left, right. Both hands are open, but you're going to continue to move. Both hands circle. Pick up the right knee. Right, left, and then pull the left back. Back fist with the right as you hop. Feet are a little too close together for the next move. So we're going to circle the hands and hop the feet a little further apart. Like this. Turn to the right and shift to the left. Punch. Now, here we go. Step, punch in the air. Wipe the sleeve. Right elbow. Cross behind one. Cross behind two. Cheat it back. Circle. This is supposed to be done fast. With a pop at the end, which is a right foot, left foot. Wave to your right. This time I think you might want to look over your left shoulder to follow. Stay there, stay there. Here we go. Look over your left shoulder. Cross behind once. Cross behind twice. Step one more time. Circle the left. Let the right follow it. Bring the right foot along for the ride. Take the right foot under the left wrist. Flip it over. Right, left, settle. Open up. Circle back. Change the hands while you are facing your screen. And then turn. Pull it back. Change the hands as you're facing your screen, and then turn. One move. Back. And turn. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Hold it. Hold it. Make it so you can see. Pivot the right foot out. Circle the left hand around. Now you should be loaded up to do an inside crescent. Landing. Okay, good. From here, you're going to brush as you step and palm strike under the chin. Then you're going to brush, step, chin. Brush, step, chin. Well, that's it. Fold this guy in, but it's hard to see it because, it's hard to see it if you're following because you're also supposed to turn. So when this folds in, I'm actually turning so that I can go, for a flash to the back sort of movement. Right knee's up, left hand's up, right hand's down. Step down, cross the hands over each other, left over right. Shoot the left foot out, and here we are, right before the wrap crackers. Circle, settle on the right, shift to the left, punch. Sink for wrap cracker one. Pop up, right, left. Two, right, left. Three, scoot back. You with me still? And four. You're ahead of me, okay. And five. And six. Here comes the punches, left, right. Jump. Slice. Punch. Up. Punch. Cheat it back. Bring it in. And stop. All right. Okay. Easy enough, right? Well, lucky for you, you can keep rewinding it. Lucky for me, because then you can just watch me and I don't have to do it. Well, I'll be happy to do it again. But I want to leave enough time for a fan form. So I'm going to conclude with that. Let you take a short break. Get your fan. You ready for fan? Ooh, I thought I lost someone off the Nest Cam. Whoever's on the Nest Cam is still with me. And let me check. Oh, everyone's on the YouTube still, and I have one more person on the YouTube also. So, I think I have an Elmore and a Fig and a Burns, but who's the other one on the YouTube? Give me a message, let me know you're here. Even if you're not supposed to be here. Oh, the Rutans have been coming to learn the fan. Yeah, that's what I've heard. They like the fan form, and they've been coming to this class to get the fan form down. So if that's you guys, send me a message later so I know. Obviously, if this is in the distant future that you're watching this, disregard everything I just said. You guys ready for fan? Since I had a special request for covering what happens after the snake creeps down, which Kung Fu will know is a dragon stance, or a leaning stance, and we know it as dragon on the ground. Dragon stance, see, that's the connection. We're going to start from that, close to those moves first as a review so you can get them in. And then I'll do the general advice for the whole fan form to help you guys out. All right? Some of you for sequence, yes. And then some of you have the sequence and want to get your form down better. I'll have specific things to cover for that. Again, they're kind of Tai Chi 101 stuff for some of it. And some of it is like specific correction, like where the hands go and stuff. So we'll see what we can cover today. So to get to the dragon on the ground part, did that already happen after this or before that? Kick. Oh yeah, it's before that. Okay, so let's do the easy pickup. You know the easy pickup from when we go like this, the kind of backwards ta-da. So we were in this cat stance over here. Don't worry if you don't know where we are, because we're really going to just start from here a few times. Okay, so from here, go ahead and stretch your fan back behind you, and the fan will be closed behind you. The left hand's here. It doesn't really matter where it is because we're just doing a pickup. Okay, you ready? Here's the pickup. We're going to pick up our left hand and our right foot. Step forward with it. This kind of feels like a snake creeps down, but this is not the one. And then up. Then kick and close. Bring it back and flip. Cross. Drop. Shoot through. Circle. Close on your right. And then super fast, powerful. This isn't the part we're reviewing it. It's after this. Reach back. Turn around. Right, left, hit. Circle in. Elbow. You know what? This is where we should start, from this sweep the lotus. So next time we'll do that. So both hands circled to the right. The right foot slides in, and there's a little pause. Then you kick. Then you hold it in the air for a second. Stomp, flip it up, and catch. Now both hands go down, and you turn and squat. There's no room for the right one to go anywhere. The left one goes right between your legs. The right one will go behind you as you get out of the way because you're squatting, like that. Because I squat and stick the leg out, they can keep moving up to here, but I'm supposed to squat all the way down. So let's do a pickup from the, you with me? Do this one, okay? Come in here, sweep the lotus, kick, step, oh, the hand would be the other way. So we've gone here, I'm sorry, we've gone here, right here, and then we're here. Right, let's scoot up a little bit. Right, left, right foot, kick, stop, flip it up, drop, don't fall. There we go. Then shift. As you shift, the right fist comes up like it has in other Chen forms. Then the left hand opens, blocks in like cloud hands or Chan Sijing. It comes in and then comes to the left thigh here. This fan comes to your left ear. Although by now you would have already picked up your right knee, spiraled the fan up into the air, and stomp. More or that again? Okay, more. We'll just go ahead and do more. We'll flip, to close, pass it off to the other hand. So the right hand, let me think, you're looking at this. This is kind of hard to see over your shoulder here. Okay, so let me think about this for a second. Okay, I'm going to scoot back a little bit. So look over your right shoulder. I think will be easier to see. It'll make sense because we're about to jump to our right. So let's start here again from the sweep the lotus. So you're kind of looking over your right shoulder because I'm kind of behind you now. If that can, yeah, so scoot that way a little bit. Okay, now we kick, stomp, flip, and drop, and shift, block in, circle up, there goes the right foot, spiral up, stomp. Okay, so you can still see me there. Flip it closed, continue the motion to pass it off. You could say, depending on your perspective, you want to grab under your fan with the left, let go with the right go up, right hand goes up, right foot goes up, right, left, open. The right hand is just, yeah, you can peek over your shoulder now again. The right hand is just like this, because we're going to slide in, bring it in here, the left fist comes up, the left knee comes up, and open. Kick slowly, step, twist left, step, twist right, close the fan, swing the fan up to your other hand to give you momentum for a double front jump kick. Hit your foot, now jump back, switch the hands around again, up, down, cross, kick. Okay, well I covered that in the last 3 live streamings. So if you hadn't seen them, or last two or three, if you hadn't seen them, you'd be like, whoa, slow down, show me how to do that. So I'm still gonna slow down and show you how to do that. But we're gonna overlap it with the move I had a request from, which is to take it from the dragon on the ground to the end. So let's review that. From the sweep the lotus type movement, remember you're grabbing the fan part of your fan. Left foot's down, right foot comes in, the hands circle to what from your perspective is a clockwise in front of you. You wait for it, kick. Wait for it, stomp, immediately flip, and immediately drop. Then shift with the fist coming up, block in, twist, spiral up, stomp, flip and close, pass off to the other hand, right foot, jump, open. Now that's tricky if you grab the wrong side. So you'll have to practice that one. You might practice it just separately from the whole routine. Anyways, from here, we're going to close the fan by sliding it here. If you point the right fingers down, you're going to have a good position. If your palm stays down, it won't work. You have to turn your hand over, your right hand over, and pass it off as you close it so that you can make a fist to your hip, circle and open, pick up the foot. Slowly kick, bring it back, step slowly, pivot out. That's your left foot that's out. Pivot, turn, and pivot on the right and turn, close your fan. It does seem like it should do it differently, but that's all it does. It seems like it should circle over your head this way. It doesn't. It swings up like a double front jump kick from wushu. So it swings up for the double front, and you're going to pass it off so that you can hit your foot, and you're going to grab it again. Yeah, the passing off part I know is problematic, but we'll get it. So you just twisted this way, close the fan, swing it up, pass it off, left knee comes up, right foot kicks, hit the right foot. Now pass it back, step back, right, left, the hands stay up for now, and then they circle out and in and push down. Then you cross and pick it up like you do for your Xinjia form. Oh, sorry, don't do that yet. You came up slow, you went down slow, and then you went up, down. Then you crossed in, and you're going to do kind of a funky side kick, which is a heel kick in Chen style. At the same time, you flip the fan over and open it and turn your body. Then you're going to do some jumping thingy stuff over here, but no one's asked for new moves yet. So I haven't planned on that one yet. Whew, you sweating? Did you just sit there and watch the whole thing? You're not going to sweat that way. From the top, or review that again? Review it again? Okay, I'll review it again, but without so much stopping and explaining. Just one time through, minimal explanation. Grab the fan part of your fan at the end. Left foot's solid, right foot's coming in, sweep the lotus, right? Hands clockwise, and here we go. Kick, stomp, flip, drop both hands, same time, turn. Fist comes forward, circles in, up, spiral, stomp, flip, and jump, right, left, open, change the right hand, pass it off, circle, fist, open, kick slowly, bring it back, step, pivot, close it, swing it up, kick, grab it again, right, left, up, down, cross in, kick, jump spin thing to close out the form. Okay, well, look for a good spot in your space, and I have a few things to say as we do the whole form together. Before we do the whole form together, that is. I know sometimes the ceilings might seem low here at the school, but the walls don't seem like they're closing in. And I can imagine trying to do this form in my living room in front of a TV or something, and I would feel a little boxed in, okay? And I'd be less inclined to feel an expansive type motion in my postures. So, there are two things that can happen. One, I think, is too challenging to try at the same time you're learning a form, which is modified foot placement, which we could do with yang style. Like yang style, we could step, and then we could step, and then we could do the move, but then we could also not step. We could keep the whole form in a tight space just by shifting back and bringing the foot in and stepping, and shifting back and bringing the foot in and stepping. We can do a lot of things to make the form smaller, which I think would be a little complicated for the fan. But what I want you to try on the fan form when we do the whole thing is be mindful of shifting, okay? So if we're doing a movement, and when we get to them I'll point it out, but if we're doing a movement like this, for instance, because we're about to do this, we should actually make sure we're straightening our legs and moving from one leg to the other, and that the legs haven't just decided to stay there as the upper body goes, okay? So we feel the root starting in the feet, legs, waist. We feel the whole body connecting, especially if we're familiar with the movements. That's the first level of improvement. That's a general correction for the whole form, in really any form. And then the specific ones, well, let's look at them as we go along. Did you find that spot? Okay. So what I was trying to say is that some of that lack of shifting could just be from feeling like you're in a more confined space. You have a lot of room to move here in this space at the school. Okay. A reminder for those that are still somewhat new, you need to grab the fan and do your one finger divides China. You don't have to keep it like that, but that's the one finger going down there. All right. So let's do a round or two with some tips. A couple deep breaths. And begin. Remember, when you first begin to form, it doesn't go down all the way like other Chen forms. Just go down a little bit. When the hands float up, they just float up to shoulder height. They don't go above. When they come down, you go down now. There's you going down too. Then you have some place to come up from for that circle. And then down, and then up. Then your turn. Now you're at a good Chen style height for the first move. And the pass off has happened. Shift. As you shift, the hands stay here, but they can turn a little bit right before you lift the foot and then coming from the outside circle to step. Then you settle. Then turn, left hand by right elbow, left hand by right shoulder, sink, and pop. That's an elbow, and this opens, and it has a nice angle to it here. It's not trying to be perpendicular. Okay, close. When you close, the left hand went down here, and you come up, fold in, and then pop up. Now the thing is about when you pop up, that you can't see from behind, is that the foot doesn't just dangle out here or over here. The right foot's by the knee, and there is a little bit of a circularness to it, but it's not like out here. It's not the tree pose from yoga. It's a crane with it hooked in a little bit. That's when we are coming up and then down. Okay? And then when we come down, you almost immediately close. Right hand, here's two things. Shift to the left. Shift to the left. Bring the right hand by the left shoulder. Okay? Make sure to bring the right hand by the left shoulder. It's not like the other Chen forms where it goes out like Chan sitting. You've just passed it off, right? Comes by the right shoulder, and then two things. Make sure you're shifting to the left when the hand comes up. Okay, so let's kind of back up. Here. Okay, give you a second here. And then down. And then close. And then grab the fan in the middle. Bring the right, here, see the shift. Shift and bring the right hand by the left shoulder. And then open. Make sure to shift with the weight on the right. Now, shift to the left, switch the hands, but shift to the left. This will make the foot automatically want to come up. When it comes up, those that are new, you're essentially putting your right bend of your elbow into your left fist for a second. Okay, and then you step. Then you're cradling. Turn to the left slightly, cradle, shift, 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 shift all the way to the left. See that? And feel that? Shift, shift, shift all the way to the left. I meant to the right and to the left. But you see it. And then shift and settle. So you should be on the right. I mean, a little bit on the left, but don't be in the middle with the body leaning. Okay, take it out. Now, shift, stretch out that way without bending over. Circle, shifting onto the left. Circle, you're in the middle, kind of. Circle, and pop. So when you pop, the left hand should be a kind of face, shoulder level in your ward off position, for lack of a better word. But when it came up, it was like a pulling back, cloud hands sort of ward off. Okay? So here we are. Then we shift and pretend like our hand closed it. And then pull the left hand back with the palm up by your waist and punch slowly. So there's a shift again here. Don't just be here in the middle. Shift. Then, pa, wah, wah, slack. Shift. Shift. Are you shifting? Right leg has the weight. Shift. And cat stance. Throw it up in the air, catch it, pull it, left over the fan over the left foot, circles, big circle, step. lean, adjust the right fan, the fan in the right hand, open, and settle. Been working on this on the past few live streams. Left hand comes here, right one goes here. When the right one goes here, you want to feel it twisting. If the hand was empty, it would be like that. Feel it twisting. Twisting, because what will happen after that is when you come back, it'll create a little flutter to come back. From the single whip, twist, and back, and twist, and back. And sweep kind of thing, figure stance. Circle, sink. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Sink, and don't unk, don't hop. This one's just, you're on the back leg and then you're on the front leg. Right, like that. Then open and close, circle, and up. Up. Nope, sorry. Circles over, circles above the head, pick up the foot. The right hand goes all the way to the left. You're going to shift to the right and step the left foot up, pass the fan into your other hand here. Step, shift, open, settle. Then 2 hits, boom, boom. Palms up, switch the hand, bring the foot in, step back, close the fan like you're in a ready stance. Pick up the knees, step, fan, cross, sink, step, cloud 1, cloud 2, cloud step behind, cloud step behind, and step back. Guess what? Here we are, the parts we started the fan with today. Right foot, right foot, close. Left foot, left hand, circle, up, kick, flip, drop, shoot through, close, strike fast, boom, 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 boom. Reach back, spin, right, left, strike, flip over, hit, stretch, stretch, in, kick, stomp, drop, up, in, up, spiral, stomp, close, catch, right, right. Flip the hand over, pass it off, close it, open it, kick slowly, step, twist, step, twist, close, swing, kick, step, up, down, cross, kick, jump, skipping thing. Did you make it? Did you make it through the whole thing? I lost track of time there a little bit. Okay, since I lost track of time, I was going to do one more time through, but I think that's going to be it for today. I really appreciate y'all letting me know you're coming to class today. It lets me know who's watching and what to work on. And I really appreciate it. I hope this was helpful for you today. And let's bow out. We honor the masters who came before us and seek to follow their examples. That was fun. I knew who was watching too.